Hey guys, well the time has come for us to upgrade to a newer truck, so here it is. And we're going to be giving you guys a walk around right after this. Hey guys, Alex here with All For Him Racing, and today giving you an update on our brand new truck that we have entering our fleet, and we are really excited. So here's the quick stats, guys. It's a 2012 Chevy Silverado 2500HD. So that means it's a 3/4 ton pickup. It has the 6.0 liter just regular gas engine. It is not a diesel. Picked it up for a really good deal. It was one of those deals that we were just cruising by, realized what kind of a deal it was, and just had to jump at it. So finally upgrading to a newer truck, which will make getting to and from events a little bit more comfortable. I think just ultimately a little bit more reliable as well. Had an incident where we didn't make an event this past summer, so just taking advantage of this deal to be able to upgrade. It's something we've been hoping for a while, and just finally had to make it happen. So we'll go ahead and give you guys just a quick walk around. As I said, it's a 2012. It has approximately 162,000 miles, which I know is higher miles, but in the world of trucks is not completely outrageous, because I saw trucks where, you know, it was maybe a 2015 or so, they had close to 300,000. They still wanted 25-30 grand. Unreal. But picked this thing up for a pretty good price, and it has brand new tires. They just put brand new tires on it when we bought it. Again, we'll just kind of walk around. The outside is really quite clean. There's only a little bit of bubbling that's happening, and it's actually right here. So if you guys see this, this is why I think we got a good deal. And what it is it also has the ability to run on CNG, compressed natural gas. So it's, you know, good for like a fleet truck. A lot of cities will use it on municipal vehicles, buses, and those sorts of things. So it literally has a tank in the bed. We will be having that just temporarily removed, because I just honestly don't see us using the compressed natural gas. And it runs on regular gasoline, so that's all we've been running on. This tank was empty. It's just taking up space. We'll get to that in a little bit. So let's go ahead and open up the door here. And so here's the interior. Just got a bit of a sheet thrown over the driver's seat because I was doing some work and in some grubby clothes, so I wanted to keep it looking clean. But it looks identical to the passenger seat here. Cloth seats, not heated or anything super fancy, but they are electric seats. It's just, it has the two bucket seats in the front with the full console, so it doesn't have a full bench. Would be kind of nice to have the capability, I suppose, to be able to get 6 people in here, but instead we can get 5, but that is still just fine. Got the upgraded sound system. It is just the LT model, so it's not super duper loaded, but again, for our needs in a work truck, this thing will be really nice. Again, in really good shape. You know, it does have some signs of wear, some different you know, rubs and scratches and scrapes, and you can also see where the company that owned it before us actually had some CB radio equipment that was mounted and has been removed. Apart from that, it's in really good shape. It's got vinyl flooring. We've already gone ahead and ordered some aftermarket floor mats that are supposed to be custom fitted to fit that even better. So we're going to be throwing those in just to protect the floor and be able to make things dirty. It's got nice cup holders. It's got quite a bit of those. Go ahead and open up the back here. Again, we went with the crew cab, just the same as our old truck. Just gives a lot more usability and functionality, and especially with having a couple kids, it makes my life a lot easier getting to and from events. We can just throw everybody and everything inside here and roll on down the road. So again, in pretty good shape. The nice thing about these trucks is the back seats fold up, so we can just grab it, and that folds up. Same thing with the other side, so that allows us to just throw all kinds of stuff here on the floor and be able to put it in here, you know, versus maybe in the bed or something, and also keep the seats, you know, from getting too much wear and any dirty stuff from being able to, you know, dirty up the seats. Also with the floor mats, so we got 2 new ones for the front and we got 1 giant one for the back, so it's going to be custom molded to fit all these ridges and everything, and it's going to be one piece for both sides, so that way again throw toolboxes and whatever else I need to on the floor without marring up this vinyl. So definitely looking forward to being able to have those. They should be here in a couple days. Only had this truck for a few days. We did in fact actually drive it down to our first derby down in Richmond, so that was a good test run for it. A little bit of chipping in the front. Again, you know, it is a 6-year-old truck, so the worst chip that we have is right here, so we're going to be making sure to definitely touch that up. Maybe we'll get some aftermarket piece that goes across there to hopefully, you know, help protect it from getting any more damage. You'll see on a few of the locations here it has some of that seal guard tape that's on it, so we'll be probably putting something on there just to try to help with this stone chips and whatnot and all that kind of stuff. Again, just kind of show this side. Same story on this side. Nothing to write home about. There's really no bubbling or anything weird. A few chips and stuff at the base of the wheel wells just proves that it was driven. But again, same story on this side. It is obviously a Chevy, so it's got all the usual Chevy stuff, from how the radio works, the dials, all that stuff. This looks so much like my Malibu. It's kind of weird and feels kind of weird to drive it because it's so close, but yet not the same. Kids leaving their mark already, so never waste any time for that. Again, same story in the back seat here. Obviously it has some other means here for like an armrest and a cup holder, but for us we'll probably just leave that tucked away most of the time. Alright, we'll go ahead and pop the hood here and show you guys underneath the hood. So it feels kind of weird getting a newer truck just because we've had the other one now for a few years and just gotten used to it. So it's going to take a little while to get used to this as well, and you know, for being a work truck, it's in really good shape, so obviously we want to work to make sure that it stays that way. So here's the motor. It is the 6.0 liter, as I said. Unique thing is that natural gas as well, so it actually has 2 sets of injectors in it, and it was an aftermarket kit that was added. So all the original stuff is still there, but you can see there's an additional harness that's strapped to the top for the natural gas. We're just going to leave that intact and leave it alone, but we'll probably have that tank and removed, so that way we can just have the regular gasoline engine. So we'll close this door here on our way and then show you guys the back. So one little snafu that I didn't even think about was the hitch area here, the receiver. This has the newer class style receiver, which is 2.5 inches across. Well, all of our other receivers here, these are all 2 inches. So 2.5, 2 by 2.5, 2 inches by 2 inches, obviously no good. So we had to go run to the store when we were getting ready for this last derby and buy the adapter that slid in there, so at least we could use the hitch balls and receivers that we already had without having to break the bank. So we went ahead and did that. I'm sure long term we're probably going to upgrade, but at least for now, for the immediate future, that'll get the job done. As you guys can tell, we've already also transferred our magnets, so we've got the ones that were on the side doors as well as then our address across the back here. Unfortunately, the ones that I had for the other truck that we had, these do not fit on the fenders. They're ever so slightly too long. So obviously that's going to need to be reworked, changed. Ultimately, I think we'd like to just go to vinyl graphics, but we'll just have to go from there. So here's the bed. Really pretty clean. Unfortunately, it does not have the hitch ball in here for a gooseneck trailer or anything like that. So that was one thing we had to kind of give up. Again, for the price, it was pretty significantly cheaper than other models of comps, so really had to go for it. And there's that tank I was telling you guys about. Now it is a short bed, but this tank here is better part of 2 feet from where it hits the front of the bed to where this guard wall is. So it's pretty simple to remove. There's only 4 bolts that have this protective shield, this wall here. That can just come out, and then there's just these brackets that are here, a couple bolts through the floor, and then this whole thing can literally be bolted out. And you just cap off the gas line ends, and there you are. So I think we're going to have them do that again, just so we can get our bed back. Obviously we'll probably get some kind of a liner or something for the inside of the truck here, just to protect that. You know, whether it's going to be a solid rubber piece, kind of like what it is here on the tailgate, or one of the plastic inserts. Haven't really decided yet. That'll probably be something we'll take care of in the spring, honestly, at this point, just because spent enough on the truck. I don't need to go buying all the accessories right away either. Mostly just from self-control, as much as I would really like to get some new upgraded things. But there you go, guys. There is the new truck. Definitely excited to have it. And it has this hardcover as well, which is kind of nice from the waterproof and weather tight aspect. However, anytime you want to use this thing like in a regular truck, we will have a problem because it's a hardcover, and obviously nothing can stick up past it. You can leave it open kind of like a trunk, but then even that has its own limitations. So for now we're going to leave this alone, at least get through the winter with it most likely, but we may upgrade or downgrade, however you want to look at it, to a, you know, a nice hard tonneau cover or something that is more soft and can easily be adjusted depending on our needs, but still offer protection from the weather and a little bit of security when we're at different events. So there you go, guys. There is a quick walk around and an update of our new truck that's joining our fleet to get us to and from derbies. Really excited to have it. Again, it's a 2012 Chevy Silverado 2500HD. 4-wheel drive. I didn't even mention that. It's 4-wheel drive as well, so I think we'll be in pretty good shape. So there you go, guys, and until the next video, we'll talk to you later.